What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Gear channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we are finally reviewing the Spawn Throne. Now I was so excited to finally get it. I've been waiting such a long time, and honestly it wasn't even that bad on the price. I paid about $50 including with the shipping, but you guys are most likely able to find it for cheaper than that. Now, before we begin, friendly reminder to definitely like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter an amazing giveaway for the chance to win the Spawn Classic comic cover, the Creech. Now, with that being said, let's get started. And here is Spawn and his throne. Now, he looks amazing. First, we're going to take a close look at the box, all the details, everything about it looks fantastic, no complaints. We have some cool artwork over here, then we have more over here based off the comic. Very nice. I think this looks awesome. Over here is just the logo, and at the bottom is just the barcode. And I think it's about time we take this out and we take a close-up look. And here he is in all his glory. Now he actually looks amazing, but there's a few issues of how to place him in his throne, and we're going to get into that in a moment. But he definitely lacks lots of articulation as well. Let's take a closer look. First off, we're going to take a close look at the throne just to see all these amazing details. There's actually a skull over here. Definitely, if you weather it or even dry brush it, you could bring out a lot of this amazing details that it actually has. And honestly, there's a lot of details that's into it. There's a lot of skulls that's well hidden, but that's why I said if you dry brush it, maybe with some silver or white, and then you do a nice little black wash, it would definitely bring out a lot of the skulls, and you can actually see a lot more even over here. So many cool designs on it, really well done. And here is Spawn. Now, definitely he looks a bit funny with the cape, but it's easy to remove. You just have to unpeg in the back over here. So we're going to show you exactly right here. There's a little hole, and there's the peg right over here, if you can see. And it just pegs in like this. Now, there's definitely a few issues. One, this thing smells so bad. It really smells like plastic to the extreme. But also I noticed that you're going to notice some like silver marks over here. That's actually just recent from the paint over here off his belt. I don't know what they use for the chains, but it definitely comes off when you're actually bending the legs. Now he does actually have a lot of articulation that's actually quite cool, so definitely is well done. I definitely have no issues, and the details on him looks amazing. You see a little bit of like a skull, like the teeth, everything, so it's pretty cool how they actually did it. Only complaints, like I said, is the paint. Like you can see all the paint is coming off from the belt, and that's from just sitting it once in the chair. So if you actually pose them multiple different ways, and especially if you're trying to figure out how to sit them down properly, you might actually get even more paint mark as well. Surprisingly, there is articulation in this fur as well, but we're going to show you how we could actually sit him down. And he actually has toe bend, I just realized right now. But yeah, we're going to show him how you get him in his throne. So getting him in his throne might come off as a little bit difficult, but we're going to show you exactly how to do it. So first off, you definitely have to put his cape back on. So you're going to put the head first like this in, and then you're going to try and peg it all the way in the back. So once you find the peg, you could actually just push it down. There we go. Now, to sit him down is a bit awkward, because you definitely have to move the legs all the way around like this. And then for the knee bends, which I think is kind of weird because there's a double knee bend, but instead of bending all the way at the top, which would actually look pretty normal to do like this, you're going to actually have to bend the bottom piece like this, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side, because if you do it from the top bend, then the leg is just too long. So once you actually spread it out like this, you can actually close it just a little bit, the legs. And then to sit them down, you want to make sure all these are up. You're going to have to slide him down so he can't actually sit straight, and you have to slide it down a bit. So once he slide down to actually have him touching, then you can actually put it in. If you try to put him all the way like sitting straight up, then he's not going to be sitting, and you're going to have a giant gap over here. So to have the minimum gap that you're going to have of him actually sitting down, you're going to have him slanted, which is sad. And then you have this cape that could go over or under. Me, sometimes I just put over, or if you want to actually spice things up, you can bend the arm like this, have him over here, and you have the Godfather spawn. Very nice, looks awesome. And that's how you sit him down. Now I think it's about time we do some size comparison. Here he is with our previous spawn review of the Redeemer. Now you can see the chair is quite big and definitely is taller than Redeemer. Now let's see how Spawn looks standing up. Now surprisingly, Spawn is actually shorter and smaller compared to Redeemer, so that's one thing I wasn't really expecting. But yeah, just keep in mind, if you are planning of displaying them together, it might not really size up that well. And finally, here he is next to Overkill. Now there is a Jurassic size difference, but I think it looks actually amazing because it's pretty comic book accurate. Overkill has always been bigger than Spawn. Now the only thing I've been debating is, should I review him next, or should I do the Todd Toys Overkill one first and then have him as a size comparison with the original one? Comment down below to let me know what you think. And that's it for our review. Now, if you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and especially subscribe if you guys want to enter an amazing giveaway. And if you want a sneak peek of future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.